ये है ideas of India.
सबसे पहले तमन्ना वेलकम, थैंक यू सो मच आने के लिए.
Thank you for having me here. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Great? Okay. Let's make it better then.
क्या खाती हैं, कौन सा साबुन इस्तेमाल करती हैं? हाउ आर यू ग्लोइंग सो मच?
Actually, मैंने ना एक ट्यूबलाइट स्वॉलो किया था जब मैं बहुत छोटी थी. And then just never really digested that very well. So here we are.
No, you're looking absolutely wonderful. Even color coordinated.
Sorry?
With red, color coordinated with red and white as well.
Yeah, I recently discovered that red is the color of my soul. So I'm just like red everywhere now.
Souls have colors?
I don't know, they should.
अच्छा, मैं अभी देख रहा था, तमन्ना suddenly became तमन्नाह. तो एंड में एज जो आया है वो कैसे, क्या स्पिरिचुअलिटी, न्यूमरोलॉजी, क्या?
The thing was, when I was really young, I was like, and I don't know how I had this clarity, but when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I was like, I want to become an actress. So I knew that part of my life. And I was like, नाम तो खैर मेरे पिता ने काफ़ी फिल्मी ही रखा था. So I was like, okay, that should be easy. I don't have to change my name. And then I happened to meet someone who said, एक A और एक H लगा दो, अच्छा चलेगा. मैंने बोला, जो भी चलेगा लगा दो. तो लगा लिया एक A और H. अब सब लोग को एक सांस लेके मेरा नाम बोलना पड़ता है. बस ये एक प्रॉब्लम है.
So एंड में जो आ गया वो
I think I'm trying to leave them with that feeling. So I hope that's what's
Believe
being
me, you
happening.
are. Okay. Bahubali to Bubbly Badmash and all this. ये कैसे?
You met Madhur sir, yes, today.
Yes.
It's called Bubbly Bouncer.
Yeah, Bubbly Bouncer. So how has the journey been right from Bahubali? Was it a game changer for you? कि उसके बाद everybody knew who you were. उससे पहले सिर्फ South में people knew.
Yeah.
How?
I feel like Bahubali was not just a game changer for me from the audience's perspective, but it was a big revelation for me also as an actor, as a performer. क्योंकि जिस किस्म के सिनेमा देखते मैं बड़ी हुई थी, वो बहुत ही कमर्शियल था, वो बहुत ही रोमांस से लेडन था. It was song and dance. And here I got to be a part of a film that just changed the way people view Indian cinema today. Bahubali had all of those emotions and even more, and it gave me the opportunity to play a character that I literally could not pick a reference anywhere from. And that's when I realized that me as a person, as an actor, had so much scope. And it's true that sometimes it takes another person's eye for you to discover what are your strengths. And for me, it was Rajamouli sir, after he gave me that opportunity, I literally asked him this question. I said, sir, आपने मुझे क्यों चुना एक किरदार निभाने के लिए? तो, he always laughed about it. He never answered that question. But as I played the character, I understood why he wanted me for the part. I think there is a sense of strength that I myself did not know existed in me. But when I did that part, it revealed itself. So I think it was cathartic for me.
ज़्यादा मज़ा कहाँ? साउथ की इंडस्ट्री में फिल्म्स करने में या मुंबई में? Which do you prefer? If you had to pick, you can't say both.
Yeah, no, of course. I'll stay away from diplomacy as much as I can here. No, the thing is, and this is an honest thing about the movies for people who don't know about it. A film set is a film set anywhere in the world. I could be tomorrow working in, another country. And I would still be, every film set is chaotic and it is unique because there are different set of people working with completely different backgrounds, completely different ideologies, and a completely different approach. So, to be honest, that's the beauty of my job, that every time I enter a film set, I don't know what I'm in for. I don't know what I'm going to experience. And it is that thrill of not knowing that what I'm going to experience is what actually makes me want to go to a film set every day. Unlike you guys, I don't have the burden कि मेरा अगर बॉस मुझे पसंद नहीं आया तो मुझे उसको झेलना नहीं पड़ेगा. 3 महीने के बाद या 6 महीने के बाद वो बदलने वाला है. So the good part is the good times don't stay as much as I would like to, but the bad times also don't. So I don't see a difference, to be honest.
What I actually wanted to ask was the style of working. Are they more organized? South में सब कुछ time to time चल रहा है, payments time पे आ रही हैं, schedules shoot पे time पे हो रहे हैं. मुंबई में सब आराम से stardom में आ रहे हैं. क्या ऐसा होता है क्या?
I think that is film to film. वो actually industry पे dependent नहीं होता. North and South में दोनों जगहों पे आपको दोनों किस्म के लोग मिलेंगे. जो बहुत ऑर्गेनाइज्ड हैं और बहुत डिसऑर्गेनाइज्ड हैं, ये दोनों जगहों पे मिलता है. लेकिन आई थिंक साउथ ने एक बात कंसिस्टेंटली मेंटेन की है अपनी फिल्मों में कि वो बहुत ही रूटेड स्टोरीज बताते हैं और वो अपने जहाँ पर वो पैदा हुए हैं, जो अपब्रिंगिंग उनकी है, वहाँ के हमारी जो इंडियन लोकल स्टोरीज़ हैं वो बताते हैं. एंड आई फील लाइक शायद उसमें इतना ह्यूमेननेस होता है, इतनी इंसानियत होती है. दे आर एक्चुअली वर्किंग विद वेरी प्रिमिटिव इमोशंस एंड दोज इमोशंस कट अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड बिकॉज वो सबकी इधर सेम होता है. माँ का इमोशन ही होता है, पिता का ही इमोशन होता है, भाई का भाई ही होता है. There is just it is not different in different parts of the world. So they capture those very basic emotions and then they create stories which are very rooted. So I think that combination is extremely potent and that's why I guess we see them doing so well.
We spoke about types of people अभी. आप किस किस्म के इंसान हैं? Are you a romantic at heart?
I am a realist. And
Who says realists can't be romantic?
Yeah, realists can be romantic, but yeah, I think I've always said this, and I firmly believe I'm like Anil Kapoor from Tal. I'm like हम गम बांटते हैं, हम गम बेचते हैं, खरीदते नहीं.
दर्द बेचते हैं.
गम या दर्द जो भी बोल दो. But so I mean that's just me acting all cool. But yes, I'm a mushy little creature. I'm very, very mushy at heart. I'm as romantic as you would imagine me to be.
Okay, I'll do that later on. But चिपकू romantic या give me my space? अब प्यार हो गया, अब मेरे को अपना space चाहिए. तो अलग-अलग type के romantic होते हैं ना?
I think
एक होता है चिपकू जो follows you around like a shadow. दूसरा होता है कि अच्छा अब हो गया romance.
I can be चिपकू actually. I'll have to be honest. I'm very चिपकू, very, very चिपकू.
There have been so many interviews in which you've said that your parents' relationship, the love they have between them, has pretty much spoiled and raised the bar for you. तो क्या है, क्या ढूंढ रही हैं आप? Or if you found, what is it that has met those expectations in a relationship?
I think I came to a point in my life where I stopped searching for anything and I started becoming what I wanted to find. I think that is the way I think one can find true love. If you start becoming your idea of true love, because they say you attract what you are and not what you want. So I just decided to become what I wanted and I think that works.
What scares you?
I think mortality is something that is something I wish someday we as human beings learn how to embrace and not get so scared of, because I am very scared of losing my parents and very scared of losing my loved ones, because that's when pura everything just becomes meaningless. So for me, mortality is something that scares me a lot, especially of my loved ones.
Mortality for others or for yourself? I mean,
seeing people go is not easy. And I feel like maybe someday as human beings we also make it, maybe we take away the idea of, we focus so much about how we want to live, but we don't really think about, of course nobody wants to think about that, but like I think just I think that would be my biggest innermost fear.
Let's move on to things that make you come back down to earth. You're a very successful film star, actor, and you have people following you everywhere. Wherever you go, people are stopping you, taking selfies. एक तो ये patience कहाँ से लाते हो हर बार to smile, और हर बार अच्छी तस्वीर कैसे आती है? दूसरा इस patience के लिए कितना spirituality? How do you manage it?
I
गुस्सा नहीं आता है?
No, also pictures are not always good, guys. Never, mostly. They're not. But I like these paparazzi. They are the best paps. मैं भैया आपका नाम भूल गई. He's a very dear friend actually. I forgot your name, भैया.
Dattaram.
Dattaram clicks very good photos, but there it's not every time that Dattaram is there, so it varies. Having said that, I'm a people's person. I love people. I have always, since childhood, loved people. So I have no problem meeting people and acknowledging what they feel about my work. And sometimes, people come and say even like very, very strange things. But it's nice to know it the way it is, because otherwise you would just have, never really understand what people feel about you. So yeah, I've never had a difficulty in smiling for people, because what do they want even? They just want you to smile, and sometimes they want a hug. Sometimes they're like, hey, can you, record this video for my mom or for my dad? They'll feel so happy. It's like you're getting an opportunity to use your time and your life to make someone's life better. And such an easy way to do that. You don't have to. आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना पड़ता. आपको सिर्फ स्माइल करना पड़ता है, आपको सिर्फ प्यार देना पड़ता है. और अगर ये लोगों के लिए मुश्किल है तो फिर आसान क्या होता होगा, आई डोंट नो.
आपके लिए ठीक है, कई बार हम हंसते तो बच्चे रो पड़ते हैं. So it's okay if you're Tamannaah, but okay, everybody has their own issues. OTT या films, which one do you prefer and which one are you more inclined to now?
It's a mere format of consumption. आज लोग सिर्फ थिएटर तक सीमित नहीं हैं. अगर वो फिल्म्स कंज्यूम करना चाहें तो वो OTT पे देख सकते हैं, वो अपने फ़ोन पे देख सकते हैं, उनको जहाँ देखना है देख सकते हैं. So I feel like it's a mere shift in medium thanks to technology, and I'm very happy that there is more technology and there's only going to be more. So I don't have a preference. When I started my career, it was only celluloid. So if you had to experience a movie, you had to go to the film theater to experience it. Today, that you're not restricted to that. अगर आप कहीं जहाँ पर आपको थिएटर के लिए एक्सेस नहीं है, आप अगर OTT पे कुछ देखना चाहो तो देख सकते हो. So I feel like that's a great strength, and I embraced it right when it arrived, because I felt like it's only natural for us actors to go towards that.
A very touchy topic. If I have worked hard, I'd want my kids to enjoy my legacy. What do you have to say about nepotism? Is it okay if it doesn't matter, or should it actually be tried to cut down? जो इंडस्ट्री में काफी देखा गया है ऐसा.
Actually, आप देखें तो मतलब हर इंडस्ट्री में होता है. Like my brother is a doctor. My family has a lot of doctors, and so my brother got inspired and also became a doctor. I, on the other hand, wanted to become an actor, and I pursued my career, and I excelled even without the presence of somebody who is from the film industry in my family. So I feel like if you have talent, and most importantly, if you understand people and people management and organization, I feel like that can be a very big strength to achieve anything, because I think that is the base needed for excelling in any career path, because essentially we are constantly dealing with people, and that is something that actually helps you maneuver things. Of course, there are people who also deal with machines. I would like to know their point of view, but as of now, I can only think about people.
Are you a feminist? One of those people who, actually want everything for the women and believe that something is wrong with the world and the women have to fix it? Or are you a person who believes that it is the men who need to be feminists rather than women?
I think feminism is not a quality just for women. It is for both, because it's about your belief system, right? It's about believing that we are human. I really firmly believe that I am at times as masculine as, as anybody else in the room who is a man. Because we have, as a human being, we have both. We are half masculine, we are half feminine. So we are able to channel that when we want to. So I don't feel like, if you ask me, in the world, yes, there is an inequality. Yes, there needs to be more equality. And I, as an actor, I am in a position of power to push that idea, and I always do that, because I feel like I have worked my way and become who I have become, but there are lots of people who don't have that today. And yes, I think it's important that the women who don't have that power are empowered. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Your biggest mistake that you think if you could go back in time and change that, ऐसा क्या है? तो यार ये नहीं करना चाहिए था.
I wish I had spent more time preparing myself as an actor. I never got that opportunity. But I was learning on set, I was learning on film sets, and I was learning while working. Some people say that's a better way. But I do feel like if I had an opportunity to prepare and not always perform, because when you're performing, you're in a very different framework of mind and physical self. So I think I never had enough time to prepare. That's one thing I'd like to change if I could.
अपनी फिल्में एक बार ख़त्म हो जाती हैं, उसके बाद आप जाके देखती हैं, एनालाइज करती हैं, कहाँ मैं ठीक कर सकती थी, कहाँ मैंने गड़बड़ किया.
आई थिंक मैं अपनी फिल्में जब रिलीज़ होती हैं हमेशा उन्हें एग्जैक्टली वो टाइम पे नहीं देखती, थोड़ा टाइम छोड़ के देखती हूँ, क्योंकि आई फील आई गेट अ लिटिल मोर ऑब्जेक्टिव आफ्टर सम टाइम एज elapsed. इमीडिएटली देखती हूँ तो थोड़ा इमोशनल हो जाती हूँ उसके बारे में, क्योंकि हम इतना वक्त बिताते हैं वो पीस ऑफ आर्ट बनाने में, एंड लोगों की इतनी बातें होती है, हर इंसान का एक नज़रिया होता है उस काम के ऊपर, तो हमारी परसेप्शन थोड़ा सा इफेक्ट हो जाता है. तो आई प्रेफर ऑलवेज वॉचिंग माई फिल्म्स अ लिटिल लेटर.
And then you critique yourself, or you have somebody tell you कि भाई या ये करना था, नहीं करना था. Do your parents also take part in it? Does your brother and everybody?
Yeah, my family is really brutal. My brother's the most brutal person I know when it comes to anything I do. So yeah, I get it first at home, and then of course there are lots of people, and I feel like the honest opinion is very apparent. When people really like your work, it's just in the air, you know it, that people have liked your work. And when they don't like your work, they don't talk about it, so you know, okay, that didn't happen very well. So yeah, it's actually fairly easy to perceive if it's going well or not.
Okay, we are at ABP Network's Ideas of India version 3. What is your idea of India, or probably what you'd like to see, the changes happening apne desh mein, with respect to the youngsters, who are probably first-time voters?
I definitely wish, and maybe because I only studied till the 12th standard, so I didn't really study further. But whatever I did study, I do feel like I wish the education system is different in our country. I hope we push towards people learning more life skills, people learning how to do their taxes, people learning how to do the real stuff, because that unfortunately nobody teaches you, and by the time you learn it, it's mostly a lot of your life is spent in learning those things. So if there was a change in the way education was, maybe we could make better Indians, we could make stronger Indians, better equipped to face life. And if we really foresee India as, you know, the superpower that we want it to be, we need youngsters who are, you know, equipped to handle that, and they need to be equipped by education, and also with how they build themselves as people. So yeah, the education system, I wish, has more practical knowledge, has more knowledge about how to just do so many things that actually come in use, and not so much algebra.
एक सवाल जो काफ़ी बारी आपसे घर में भी पूछा जाता होगा, सारे रिश्तेदार पूछते होंगे, सेटल होने का क्या सोचा है?
मैं बहुत सर इतना सेटल हो चुकी हूँ, मैं इससे ज़्यादा कैसे सेटल हो सकती हूँ?
But you do get this question often.
Yeah, I think, you know, I realized कि हम इंसान हैं और हम भेड़ बकरी नहीं हैं. हम एक दूसरे की कॉपी नहीं हैं, हम बहुत ही यूनिक हैं. हमें वही चीज़ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है जो सब कर रहे हैं, या आपके दोस्त कर रहे हैं, या आपके उम्र के सारे लोग कर रहे हैं. आपकी ज़िंदगी और किसी और की ज़िंदगी कंपेयर करना is actually just the way to crush your potential. So I feel like hence मेरे choices कभी भी लोगों की तरह नहीं रहे हैं. तो I don't think आज भी मैं कोई भी कदम उठाऊंगी क्योंकि लोग कर रहे हैं, या लोग बोल रहे हैं, या फैमिली बोल रही है, या मेरे दोस्त बोल रहे हैं, या दुनिया बोल रही है. मैं ये इसीलिए करूँगी क्योंकि मैं चाहती हूँ कि मैं ऐसा करूँ. और जहाँ तक सेटल होने की बात है, आई फील लाइक it is always going to be an individual journey for a person. And I think when we spoke about, women empowerment, if you can empower women to actually not have this idea कि आपको किसी पे depend करना पड़ेगा अपने life में, आपको settle होना है तो आपको एक मेल काउंटर पार्ट की ज़रूरत है सेटल होने के लिए. अगर हम ये आइडिया कहीं ना कहीं तोड़ सकें तो वो अपने आप में फुली रेडी होंगी ज़िंदगी को फेस करने के लिए. एंड शी विल चूज़ लाइफ पार्टनर्स दैट आर एक्चुअली गुड फॉर हर एंड नॉट समथिंग दैट शी नीड्स टू डू. बिकॉज जब हम एक नीड के स्टेट में होते हैं तो वी ऑलवेज मेक चॉइसेस दैट फील समवॉट लाइक अ कॉम्प्रोमाइज. बट व्हेन यू चूज़ बिकॉज यू वांट इट, it's a very different kind of choice.
Thank you, Tamannaah, we see her in the movies, we see her on the screen, लेकिन ये side देखने को सिर्फ यहीं पे मिलेगा.
I like your Instagram, by the way. It's really cool. I think you're really funny is the right word to use on.
I'm trying
you're
to be
really funny.
trying to be serious. My bosses are here.
Okay, he can't see. Sorry, is your boss not supposed to know that? But I'm sure he sees your Instagram.
Okay.
You don't?
I'm
you
sure
should.
they have.
He's really good, whoever your boss is.
Thank you so much. Getting
I
compliments.
highly recommend a follow click.
Made my day, made my week, made my month. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience. I hope I didn't pakao you. I tried my best.
Ideas of India, ये है Ideas of India.
ABP Networks, Ideas of India.